I play wheelchair tennis. I've been playing wheelchair tennis for 17 years, I reckon. I'm 24, so I started when I was 7. I've been playing professionally for 12 years, on the international tour since I was 12, and I started playing for Australia at junior level when I was 15. I guess been a senior player since I was 18. So I really enjoy my tennis. Maybe not necessarily the sport perspective, but just the fact that it enables me to go overseas, represent my country, meet other people and travel the globe really. The sport itself is enjoyable, but what it brings is something that I really appreciate. Without wheelchair tennis, I wouldn't have had this global community of people that I see, probably 4 or 5 times a year, and both here and overseas, interstate. And I think the wheelchair tennis community get along quite well. Like, we're a big, happy family. It sounds a bit corny, but we try and enjoy ourselves while we also compete. That might be something that the able-bodied professionals don't necessarily do, I think. So I think that's something that we have that they don't. I play every day, pretty much. I would hit every day, and then I've got probably an hour each day, and then I would do some sort of like fitness session, whether it's in the gym or on court, speed work or fitness. I think my normal schedule would be 7 tennis sessions a week, and then 2 gym sessions and probably 3 sort of on-court fitness sessions. We make money through tennis, but we don't necessarily make a full-time wage through it. So if it was fully professional, I probably would be playing even more. That's something that potentially might come down the tracks. The reason that I play is because of the fact that it takes me to, like last week I was in France and Italy for 3 weeks. If I wasn't playing wheelchair tennis, but I certainly wouldn't be travelling overseas enjoying myself. If that's something that even other sports might not necessarily bring, like if you play basketball, unless you're a part of probably the Australian squad, you're competing just interstate. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but tennis is quite a global tour. The biggest crowd was in Brisbane this year. We had an exhibition match on Pat Rafter Arena before the women's final. It was about 3,000 to 4,000 in the stadium at the time. It was pretty scary. Like, as a person that goes to sporting events all the time, you don't appreciate how many people are there until you're actually the player in the events. Pushing on court and looking around and seeing all those people. The only thing I was thinking about was just don't hit a double fault or don't hit the ball out. Like, don't look like an idiot. That was by far the biggest event. But other tennis matches I probably played in front of, I don't know, a couple of 100 people. But those matches were live matches, they weren't exhibition matches. So, you sort of have to ignore the crowd but also concentrate on your own match. It's one aspect of pressure, but if you just concentrate on the task at hand, you should be able to do it pretty easily. I'm the only wheelchair tennis player here in SA. The only way that I can play my matches and get some extra practice is by playing against able-bodied players. So I play for Holdfast Tennis Club sort of in the summer, and play in the able-bodied competition there in Glenelg districts. My main club is, Holdfast. And they've always been pretty supportive of me playing for them. A wheelchair player playing in an able-bodied competition was probably quite a unique event and experience for them to go through. So the fact that they sort of were embracing of that was pretty good. I appreciate that, yeah. My decision to play wheelchair tennis a long time ago was probably the best decision that I've ever made, because it's given me a chance to do other things that a lot of other people aren't able to do, which is travel the world, meet a whole new community of people, represent your country and whatnot. And I feel like a lot of people who have a disability don't know that these opportunities exist, and are currently might not be doing anything at home, or they might feel a bit lost. But there has to be a small community of people who, they might have had a car accident and they feel like their life has been turned upside down. And I think sport, whether it's tennis or other sports as well, can really provide people with a chance to be active, to be fit and healthy, to meet other people that they've never met before, and to potentially travel the world as well. There has to be hundreds of people out there who were unfortunately born with a disability or had a car accident and are currently in rehab, who aren't doing anything with their lives. And I would like them to play tennis, but if that means that they want to play basketball or swimming or be in athletics as well, I think that's something that we need to sell. And I think my story is something that we can sell as well. Like, I'm not #1 in the world, but I think I've shown that through a bit of persistence that you can go from just being someone that plays once a week at 10 years of age to being ranked 53 in the world. I think as of next week I'll be 2nd in Australia, so I think that's pretty cool. And hopefully other people can find this out and give it a try. So and that's, I guess, something that I want my story to be able to bring.